floor of the CME Group. This is Danny Riley with today's MrTopStep update. You know what? The S&Ps have proven themselves time and time again to be one of the wildest contracts on the CME floor. But over the last 2 weeks, it's really done its job. You know what we're going to try to do is we're going to kind of go back a little bit. We're going to talk about volumes pre the last 2 weeks when the S&P Mini, it was averaging around 1.6 to 2.2 million contracts a day. Well, as we went into Friday, July 22nd, that volume came in around 1.47, which would fall in line with what we're talking about. But we threw these stats out over the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to kind of count them out. That volume remained that way in between like 1.5 to 2.5 up until Wednesday, July 27th, when the range increased to about 27 handles. And then over the course of the next couple of days, the ranges increased significantly, and as they increased, so did the volumes. In fact, record volumes. I believe that the all-time record volume in the CME Mini is around 6.3 million contracts a day. And going into the latter parts of the last couple trading days, we've seen anywhere from 4.5 to 6.2 million contracts traded a day. And let me break this down a little bit. The S&P has been down 12 out of the last 15 days. When we started breaking these volumes, we started breaking the volumes on Monday, August 1st, when we traded 3 million minis. The Friday before was 2.88 million. And then we go into August 4th, where we jumped up to 5 million minis. And then that led us into Friday, August 5th, where it jumped up to 6.15 million minis. And over the course of the next few days, it went 6.17 million, 6.27 million, 4.89 million, 4.46 million as of yesterday. The totals are unbelievable. And I've never seen anything like it, and I think it's astonishing. And the CME really must be proud of what they've done here. The average over the 15 days is 3.7 million contracts a day. The average over 10 days is 4.597 million contracts a day. And over the last 6 days, they've averaged almost 5.5 million minis a day. You know what? This has got a lot to do with the program trading levels that are going on in the algorithm trading in the S&P. Yesterday, the Pitbull chimed in and told me that his MTO, his homegrown oscillator, had bottomed, and we've seen crude jump up significantly. We've seen the S&P jump up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to post a chart, and it's basically what we're thinking the range is. We had an 1120 low, 1122 low earlier in the week. We've got an 1185 high. That's exactly where the chart points out today. But we do think the upper band of resistance comes in around the 1220 level. You know, volumes have backed off a little bit, you know, as we go into today's trade. But that doesn't mean that it's just that we're not going to see these big ranges. And let me go back real quick and then I'll jump off. But some of these ranges that we've had have been incredible. You know, as we got into the bigger volumes, we jumped up to 23 handle range, then up to 40 handle ranges, then up to 70 handle ranges, up to 98 handle ranges. And then yesterday, Thursday and Friday, we had a 35 handle, and Wednesday, we had a 35 handle rally, and yesterday we had a 60 handle range. It's incredible and it's unheard of. You know, we're going to leave it at this. The markets are still in a state of flux here. The news may have shifted a little bit to the good side. We've seen a decent amount of bottom picking here in the stock market over the last couple of days, but we don't think that this is all over, and we'll be back with another update next week.